When I was sitting here listening to Jay, a thought came in my mind that how blessed we all are. That we are sitting in an AC hall, listening to nice talk. Yes, we are blessed because none of us is in a hospital. I say so because all the time I'm surrounded by pain of my children and their parents. It's very painful to see your loved ones in hospital, especially your children. So I take this as an opportunity to ensure that none of you will have to face this crisis of having a thalassemia major child in your life in future. Believe me, just by listening to me, you can avoid it. Yes. And the information of thalassemia, which I am going to share with you all now, can be life-changing for many of you sitting here. So it is a very brief, basic information that I will give you. Thalassemia minor and thalassemia major, there are two types. As I think just now he asked and very few people raised their hands because I guess that people are not very much aware of what thalassemia is. So thalassemia minor and thalassemia major, there are two types. Thalassemia minor is not a disease. In a simple language, if I have to tell you, it's just the basic, like blood composition is little different from that of a normal person. So from most people, from birth till end, till death, they don't even know that they are thalassemia minors because there are no symptoms also. So being a thalassemia minor is no problem because it's not a disease, there are no symptoms. But not knowing that you are thalassemia minor can be very dangerous. Because when a thalassemia minor marries a thalassemia minor, there are 25% chances that they will give birth to a child who has thalassemia major, the genetic blood disorder. So now you all can see how easy it is to avoid a thalassemia major child in your life. You just have to know whether you are minor or not before marriage. And that you can know by doing a simple blood test. Now, if I don't tell you about what thalassemia major is, maybe you will not understand the seriousness of this. So I have to tell you what thalassemia major is. Thalassemia major is a genetic blood disorder in which hemoglobin does not get formed. In a very simple language, I'm telling you. Hemoglobin, we all know, is a vital component of our blood which supplies oxygen to all the systems of our body. So all the systems work better, good, because they are getting oxygen. But in thalassemia major, what happens when the child is born? The hemoglobin starts its function. It starts giving oxygen to the systems and systems are working well and the child is fit. But slowly what happens, the hemoglobin is getting used up. And in a normal person, it gets replenished also continuously. It is getting used up and it is getting replenished. But in thalassemia major, when the hemoglobin is getting used up, the level is coming down, but it is not getting replenished. You understand? I hope you all are understanding. So, what happens that in thalassemia major child, the hemoglobin level keeps coming down, the supply of oxygen reduces, the systems become slow, and hemoglobin level, when it comes really down, it is fatal. The child dies. So if you want to maintain, keep the thalassemia major child alive, you have to maintain the hemoglobin level in his blood. So for that, once the hemoglobin level comes down, you have to give blood from outside. So as she said, blood transfusions once in every 10 to 15 days, lifelong. Lifelong. And along with that, a set of medicines which you have to take every day for full life, periodic blood tests, yearly bone scans, MRI, and see if you are taking frequent blood transfusions, they will have some side effects. So yes, there are side effects of taking frequent blood transfusions. There are undesired iron deposits in stomach, which you have to remove, otherwise they affect the spleen, kidney and liver. So for, so for that, there is a pump which has a needle attached to it. When the child sleeps at night, you have to pierce that needle in the stomach, switch on the pump. It keeps sucking the undesired iron deposits, and then in the morning, you just switch it off and remove the needle. So much of physical pain is involved, so much of physical pain and expense. And avoiding all this is so easy. You just have to get a blood test done before getting married, and know your thalassemia status, whether you are minor or not. That's it. So I personally feel when people tell me that thalassemia major, yes, it's about the baby who has to be given blood transfusions frequently, I tell them, yes, that's right, but it is not only about that baby. It is about those two youngsters who are fit, healthy, got married, and didn't know that they are minors. So it starts there. It's not only about the baby. So I every time tell everybody that this test, getting your thalassemia minor test done, this small blood test, is as important as matching your horoscopes. और that 36 गुण 32 गुण जो हम जोड़ते हैं, I think it is, you have to ask that, have you tested yourself for thalassemia minor when you are getting married? It's a very important question. But I always feel that when a person, when you have money, facing any problem is simpler. But just imagine that you don't have money, and once in every 15 days you have to get your baby to hospital. The doctors, I'm talking about municipal hospitals where reporting time is 8:30 a.m. The child, they will pierce a needle in his arm, make him ready for blood transfusion and tell him to wait for the turn. Many times it happens that by 3:34 they remove the needle and tell them, come tomorrow, because your blood group is not available today. I'm talking of people who are on daily wages. One day's salary got wasted. The fare coming to hospital got wasted. Every penny counts when you don't have money. And if suppose he gets blood, every moment of fear that the blood which is going in my child's body, is it safe? This fear is there. And apart from this physical pain, blood transfusions, there are many social problems attached to thalassemia. Because, see, it is a genetic blood disorder, but people are not aware. Sometimes they feel that maybe ye kuch khoon chadhate hain, so it can be contagious, bacterial or viral. So they break all relations with the family and the child. A total social boycott the family and the child have to face. And social boycott is, when I say total, it is not only from the neighbors, friends and society, but it is their family, their husband, in-laws, They abandon such ladies, wives with child. It's very sad situation, and not only this, there are practical problems also. Because you tell me, if your maid asks for 2 days leave once in every 10 or 15 days, will you keep her? Or your driver? No one keeps them. When they need money for their child, they lose jobs. So all these problems, but parents are parents. Whether they are rich or whether they are poor, the love for their children is same, I think. And I see, and these parents also, they make all efforts for their children. I see that gold bangle gets replaced by a glass bangle. The Mangal Sutra gets replaced by a black thread. The house is sold, the farm is sold, everything gets sold, but there is no end to this. There is absolutely no end to this. Just imagine what the parents must be feeling to see their children getting pushed towards death slowly every day because of lack of funds. It's extremely painful. And that is the time when I hold their hand. I hold hand of parents who have totally surrendered to the circumstances, who have lost all the hopes. I hold their hand tight and tell them that आज से आपके बच्चे की सारी चिंता मेरी है. And this is, I tell them that give me all the worries of your children, मैं संभालूंगी. And I commit to such parents and I adopt their complete expense of their total medical treatment for life. It's a very, very big commitment that I make to parents. It's a responsibility. And I would like to correct her that I am actually now mother of 90 children, not 80. It's a very emotional moment. I experience it very often, but still I get emotional. When these parents and children, they come to me, they are extremely de-spirited. Extremely de-spirited. They fear death. Yeah, because they know that they don't have enough money to get their treatment properly. And they see consequences of improper treatment happening around them whenever they go once in 15 days to hospital. They fear death. One of my child, his father told me that he told his father that, Baba, good that we found Didi, otherwise I would have died. So, but after getting the support of Saath, this fear vanishes and it is replaced by confidence. They get confidence that Didi is there, she will take care. And this confidence is seen in their body language, in the grades of their school, in their, the parents are relaxed, the family is happier, the medicines work better. Everywhere you can see this confidence. One of my child, Deepak, now he is big, but when he came to me, I think he was in 11th standard. When he came to me, he was extremely dejected. And he, very poor, bad condition, family condition, and he wanted to leave his education and start anything daily wages. After coming to Saath, he completed his BCom, he finished his MCom, he is now working in a multinational, and a few months back he called me from Mumbai airport saying that my Delhi office has called me for a meeting. They have sent me a plane ticket. I am at the Mumbai airport. I am going to travel for the first time, sit in the plane, and Didi, I remembered you, so I called you. My few children are doing engineering now. Few are doing diploma engineering. There are 3 are in pathology. They are studying, doing graduation. Few are doing BCom. School also, children are doing well. I think all this is reward of my work. And this only keeps me going. This keeps me going. And it's very satisfying at the end of the day. These children are very positive also, because I don't want to make the whole atmosphere very emotional, because my story is like that. These are they are very positive, because whenever sometimes I ask, beta kaise ho, तो they will say, दीदी एकदम fit है, 15 दिन के लिए बैटरी रिचार्ज हो गया, आज सुबह ही ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन करवाया है. So see how positively they accept situations, how positive they are. So there is a lot to share, because there are a lot of problems. Actually, we can't even imagine. That day, one lady called me, mother of my child. She called me. She said that, "Didi, मैं आ नहीं सकती हूँ दवाई लेने, because I don't have fare to come from Nalasopara to Dadar." So I told her it's okay, because I operate from home. They all come to my house every day in the morning, 10 o'clock, to take their monthly medicine and everything. She called to inform me. I told her, borrow from somebody. Come, don't delay the medicine, and I'll give you, then you can return. She said, Didi, mera aapke alawa koi nahi hai. Nobody will give me money. Another lady, I told her mother again, I told her I'll write my number on a paper and give it to you. You keep it with you safely, and whenever you need, you just call me. She said, no need to write on paper. Aapka number mere dil pe likha hai. So, this, I pray to God, Ganpati, every day to give me the strength to ensure that the faith these people have in me should remain unshaken. I sometimes fear also. And these people, they have life's biggest lessons I love from these small children every day. Every day. Sometimes I wonder whether I am helping them or they are helping me. Whether I am giving them or they are giving me. I still wonder. I am confused. I still don't have answer. And I have a lot of stories to share, but there is time constraint. But before concluding, I have 2 requests. One, the information about thalassemia. Let us all together make our family, our building, our office, our friends, our city, our state, and finally our India thalassemia free by just spreading this information, by just sharing this information with everybody whom you meet. And second request is, I am mother of 90 children. I am committed to 90 parents for life, but there are many parents and children still waiting for my Saath. I request you all, we need you, please support us. Thank you. Thank you.